The wait is officially over for some fortunate few as normal moviegoers await the official release of Justice League on Thursday. The early reviews of Justice League say that it's at least better than Batman vs Superman, but the most talked about scene happens to be one of the two post-credit scenes in the film. And with the DCEU's future films still up for debate with many being outright cancelled, at least fans are shed some light as to what the future will hold for the DCEU in these post-credit scenes. So before I go any further, keep in mind, this video contains major spoilers for the Justice League and future DC films, so you've been warned. Now let's discuss what I saw early in theaters. The first post-credit scene is actually a mid-credit scene that comes shortly after the film's conclusion. This seems to be a direct influence from writer and director of the Avengers movies, Joss Whedon, who was added to this Justice League project. Marvel films have always had a lighter, more comical tone, where the initial array of DC films have been quite serious so far, with Wonder Woman being the only exception. And look just how well that movie did. Anyway, this mid-credit scene opens up on a road and reveals Ezra Miller's Flash and Henry Cavill's Superman preparing for something that has long been the debate between comic and non-comic book fans alike, and it is a question that will continue to be the subject of debate for the foreseeable future. Who would win in a race to become DC's fastest man alive, Flash or Superman? While we don't get an answer, I believe this scene is meant to show that the DCEU is shifting into a much lighter tone amid the fan and critic backlash from Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad for being too serious. And also, having like really bad villains in those films. But with this shift also comes the rumor of, did DC pull a Darkseid post-credit scene and replace it with this? Because we don't get any info on Darkseid or any other big baddie in the final post-credit scene. Instead, the scene opens up on Arkham Asylum as guards prepare to remove Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor from his cell. As guards approach Luthor with his back towards the camera, an imposter turns around, revealing that Lex Luthor has in fact escaped Arkham Asylum. Then the scene cuts to a speedboat heading towards a luxurious yacht. An ominous silhouette of a man is on said speedboat, and as the boat docks to the yacht, it reveals that the man is in fact Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke in full costume. With the two villains now on the yacht, Lex and Slade chat where Lex reveals he is celebrating the return of the gods, referring to Superman returning from death, as well as the other members of the Justice League being seen in the public light. And Luthor tells Slade that Superman and his friends seem to be forming some sort of a league. Slade simply replies back to Lex after removing his helmet, revealing his iconic gray hair, beard, and eye patch, that you better not have wasted my time. And then Lex says these magic words. Don't you think it's time we started a league of our own? Yes, that means the Injustice League is coming to the DCEU. The infamous all-villain team with the goal of world domination that through the years has included members like Lex Luthor as a founder, Deathstroke, Bane, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Two-Face, Scarecrow, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Gorilla Grodd, Penguin, and many more, including Black Manta, who we will see as the main villain in the Aquaman solo film December 21st, 2018. It's unclear when we will see this team up come to fruition and face off against the Justice League, since the DCEU still has so much foundation to lay to set up all these new characters. As mentioned, Aquaman is over a year away, after which is Shazam and Wonder Woman 2 in 2019. Green Lantern hasn't even been cast yet, as the film is set for a 2020 release date, as well as the solo Cyborg film. Ben Affleck has all but left his role as Batman in the Justice League, which may bring up a scenario in the solo Flash film that was announced at San Diego Comic-Con but doesn't have an official release date yet, which may end up having Barry change the timeline, bringing in Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who, remember, was Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's father in Batman vs Superman, and there's no official release dates for any future sequels or spin-offs to Suicide Squad. So there's a lot of uncertainty here, but I'll leave you with this. In a world now where there's just so much hate, so much divisiveness, can't we all just come together and agree that Justice League was in fact better than Batman vs Superman, and that the film's change to a lighter tone is a good decision for the future of these highly anticipated DC films, but they still should have had an older Lex Luthor, not Jesse Eisenberg, as his son. Oh well, we can't get everything we want. And that's everything I have for the two post-credit scenes explained in Justice League. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below, and tell me your thoughts on the film. Also comment which characters do you want to see join Lex Luthor's Injustice League, and did you enjoy the Justice League film altogether? And don't forget, as always, this 5 Things Explains Everything with the Thingabang Show. I'm out.